Visit CCGCastle.com and get 5% discount on your purchase with TCG Center 5 code. Check the description or visit CCG Castle for more. Hello once again and welcome back to the Pokemon TCG Center. Today we'll be looking at another deck for the standard format, and this time we have Trevenant with Meowstic. So if you're not familiar with this Meowstic, the first time I don't know when he was first time actually printed in the trading card game, but this card was announced in the Flashfire, so this one is from the Flashfire set. It's stage 1 90 HP Pokemon, and actually it have very strong attack, ear influence, which says that with one psychic energy you can move as many damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon as you like to any of your opponent's other Pokemon in any way you like. So basically, once you spread a lot of damage with your Trevenant break, you can just actually retreat and do some crazy damage swap with that ear influence. So in my opinion, it's very interesting, but I guess that just a single Trevenant break deck should actually be better than this, but you never know. I mean, you need to try something new always, so you can actually have fun, just instead playing for serious. You know what I mean? So we have 16 Pokemons in this deck, 36 trainer cards, and 8 energy. So I will start first with the Pokemons. Having 2 Shaman in this deck instead of the 3, that's for the bench space, but also for the amount of the cards that I have. So I was looking to build something that should be actually, I should say, very constantly to be able to draw some cards and have always a good hand. So basically, 2 Shamans, I guess, are just pretty good. I know that a lot of Trevenant players should say that you need to have 3 Shamans, and I also managed to find sometime when I play with just the 2 Shamans that it can be painful, because one of your Shamans can actually be prized and you can just miss turn 1 Wally, and that can just go in a whole different direction. But since I have also 4 more Pokemons in this deck and also 2 more Espers, I decided to run just 2 Shamans. Also 2 Espers, this one is from Generation. In case you start with it and you cannot retreat, you can at least try to sleep your opponent active Pokemon, so you can actually buy some time by leaving your opponent active Pokemon asleep. Also 2 Meowstic with that ear influence from the Flashfire. Running, of course, 4 copies of... Oh, actually accidentally added wrong Phantoms right there, so I will just have to fix that. I'm sorry for that, guys. Of course, running 4 copies of Phantom with Ascension, which will allow you to search your deck for a card that evolves from this Pokemon and put it onto that Pokemon, so this actually counts as evolving. So basically you can on turn 1 evolve with Ascension in case you didn't find Wally, of course if you start second. 3 copies of Trevenant instead of the 4, that's just because I'm running also 2 copies of that Espers and Meowstic. But I mean, you can always try to find space by cutting something else to add 4th Trevenant. Also 3 copies of Trevenant Break. From item cards, I'm running a single Battle Compressor, which can actually help me if I can find it on my turn 1 to discard maybe Wally, some other supporter cards, so I can actually go with a V-Seeker for the Wally. But also in the mid and the late game, I mean, with the Battle Compressor, I can also discard some other supporter cards like a Zero Seek, like a Team Grant. Those cards can actually be very useful. Secret Dash ×1, because I'm just running 3 Trevenants. I just want to have ability to shuffle 5 Pokemon from my discard pile back into my deck, but also 1 copy of Super Road, just in case I need also energy cards. 3 Trainers Mails, 4 Ultra Balls, and 4 V-Seekers, pretty much standard. Only thing that I'm not running at this time 4 Trainers Mails, just because I actually need more space for some other cards. Single Lazy, of course, no need to talk too much about that. It's here to remove Shames from play, but also it's very good card to help you to maybe remove Trevenant Break with a lot of damage, so you can actually prevent your opponent by taking a prize. Lysander, 1 copy, 2 copies of N, and 4 Professor Sycamore, so 6 drumming supporters. Also for the tech, I'm running Team Grant, which can actually help me to discard energy attached to my opponent's active Pokemon. Always good to have. 3 copies of Wally. so I can actually have turn 1 Trevenant without any problem. Single 0/6, so I can remove any special energy and Pokemon and one tool or one tool from any Pokemon in play. 4 copies of Dimension Volley, of course, 3 Bursting Balloons, no 4 because it's hard to find space for 4. 2 Float Stones, 3 Mystery Energies, so I can actually have 2 less Retreat. That's just in case I start with my Asper in the front and I actually have Wally, so I can just retreat onto my Phantom and evolve with evolve with the Wally, or maybe even just Dimension Wally and actually item lock my opponent. And 5 regular basic psychic energies. As usual, if you're looking for any of these cards, visit CCGCastle.com. You can find the link in my video description. Also, if you're new to my channel, but also if you're an old subscriber, please hit that like button on my Facebook page. You can find it also in the video description. That would be very nice from you. So I'm also looking for my subscribers and new subscribers, but also for those who are not subscribed to my channel, actually to like my Facebook page, so they can actually be in touch with my content and the daily giveaway videos each day. So as usual, I will try to play a few games with this deck so you can actually see it in the action. So let's move to the game test. Alright guys, so it's time for the action. My opening hand, a Asper, I have Ultra Ball, 0/6 Trevenant, Dimension Volley, Trainer's Mail, and this hidden card, probably it's a Mystery Energy. I just don't know why, but every time I play Mystery Energy in my deck, I have some issues with graphics. I just don't know why is that happening. I try with a different account. I try also with reinstalling the game, updating the of course, updates on my Windows and actually on my graphic card, but it looks like it's just some kind of the issues with the game. So, starting with the Asper in the active, I guess not that bad. I mean, I have that Mystery Energy, so I can actually have free retreat, but to be honest, I will try to find maybe even right there something like a I don't know, to be honest, maybe Floatstone. So I can actually have 1 energy attached onto my Trevenant. So there's a heads on the Super Scoop up for my opponent. He played that Ultra Ball for that Seismitoad, for that Head Rigger and 1 Water Energy. There's a DC. Very good. I have my 0/6 in my hand, so I can actually scrap that energy on the turn 1, and probably I'm going to do that. Probably I will do that. I mean, 1 energy less for your opponent in play is always good to have. Also, I can miss that turn 1 energy attachment on my Trevenant, because I will just try to find my Trevenant break so I can spread the damage around the board. That's plan. Also, there's a Ultra Ball for Puzzle of Time and AZ. Oh, there's a Trubbish, so I need to react very quickly right there with my item lock, that's for sure, because if the Garbodor happened, oh, there's a Float Stone, so I guess I will just need to be very cautious right there. Let's see first with the Trainer's Mail what we can find. Ultra Ball is definitely a card that I'm going to take. I will bench down 1 of my Dimension Wallies, and I will go with my Ultra Ball for Trevenant and another Dimension Wally, so I can actually grab 1 of my Shamins. Let's see situation in the deck. 2 Float Stone. Alright, so I might be even able to hit that Float Stone. That's definitely very important right there. First of all, that Float Stone needs to be discarded from that Garbodor. Shaman for 4 cards. So will I be able to find that Float Stone? Nope. No sign of the Float Stone, but I guess I need to discard another Dimension Wally, which is definitely not good in my opinion, and my Wally, and I don't want to take a risk right there by grabbing another Shaman, but I also don't want to have another Shaman in play. So what I'm going to do right there is I'm going to place that Bursting Balloon energy to my Asper. retreat, use Ascension, evolve into Trevenant. Next turn go with my Professor Sycamore, and hopefully I'll be able to find Trevenant break and energy so I can actually start to apply some pressure to my opponent. So at least item lock is valid for him. If he tried to attack me, he will take 6 damage counters back. Probably he's going to do that. I mean, he don't have nothing to lose. If that happens, I can't play item cards, so that will definitely help him a lot. As long as I have my Dimension Wall in play, I'm happy with that. So there's just Quaking Punch and he just takes 6 damage back. And right now I managed to top deck that Floatstone, but that's not needed. This is probably a energy card, and I guess I will just attach it to my Phantom on the bench. Yep. Phantom on the bench, and I'm going to pass. There's no reason to attach to the active, because if he can hit energy, he should probably go with Grenade Hammer. I can see that. Nope, just another Quaking Punch. Alright, so 30 more damage. I mean, I have AZ in my hand, so what I'm going to do right there is I'm going to Lysander his Trubbish, and I will just keep my Trevenant active for now. For the next turn, at least if I get rid of his item lock, I can start to search. Oh no, there's another double colorless energy, so he's ready to retreat. That Quaking Punch is going to happen again. It's good as long as I can find energy as a top deck. Yep, there's a energy, so that AZ is going to happen. So that Phantom is going to be promoted. I also have my Trevenant ready. I also have my energy, and that Tree Slam is going to be very nasty right there. So 60 damage and 20 to both banished Pokemons. Next turn, Seismitoad is going to be probably knock it out. Only thing that can happen to him from being knocked out is just that Grenade Hammer. But if he Grenade Hammers me, then I can play actually item cards. And probably that's not good for him. Alright, there's another Seismitoad. Also, if you just use that Grenade Hammer, I can actually respond with my Meowstic. He decided to not do that. Luckily for me, there's a Trevenant break and another Phantom. I guess I will just bench it down, but even I don't need to do that. So Tree Slam, yeah, definitely Tree Slam. 20 to Trubbish, 20 to Shaman. I'm going to take 2 prizes. There's a lot of damage counters right now in play. Probably I will just use 2 more time Tree Slam, and after that you will see probably Meowstic in the action. There's also V-Secret in my hand, so I can actually grab pretty much Lysander or Xerosic, depend on what I need. Interesting. He decided to promote his Trubbish into the active spot. I will probably just use Tree Slam on that Seismitoad, just because I want to preserve that Trubbish for a few more turns in play. It's my turn, alright. If you ask me why I'm going to do that, well, that's just because I can actually turn after that go with my Meowstic into the active and actually knock out his Seismitoad, so he is going to lose his attacker, and I guess that's very important for me. So there's another Ultra Ball. I don't need that Wally. I will grab just another Trevenant, just in case some crazy knockout happened, that I can have another Trevenant break ready to attack. And there's a Tree Slam. So right now I have 180 damage in play, so I can actually just came with my Meowstic. But there's a Quaking Punch. Alright. Yeah, let's go with 1 more round of the Tree Slam. Even without that Meowstic. Actually, I will just next turn knock out his Seismitoad. but also he's shaming on the bench, so I guess it's GG anyway. I even didn't need to use my Meowstic to win this matchup. So let's move to the game number 2. Alright, so starting second, just got that Esper for the active. Let's see what my opponent can find. Alright. Maybe I play against Night March, I'm not 100% sure, but that loading screen actually spoil Night March colors. Also with water in deck as a tech, so it might be Night March with the Melodic as tech, but we'll find out. So Esper as the opening hand. Jolteon Trubbish actually. So it's not something that I was expecting to be. Alright, so let's see. Jolteon EX. Flash Ray 70. During your opponent next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from basic Pokemons. There's a Float Stone to that Trubbish, and there is a N. So very good, because I need to find Xerosic turn 1 and chance to play my and also chance to play my Dimension Wally with, I don't know if this is a Dimension Wally or not. No, it's a energy. With my Phantom, so I can actually evolve into my Trevenant and scrap that tool from my opponent. Trubbish. So far, there's a Dimension Wally. This is also going to be a Ultra Ball for, I guess, Super Road and Team Flare Grant for the Shaman EX. I will actually keep that wall in my hand for now. So I see 2 Float Stones in my deck. I will take a risk by not attaching the energy, or I will actually attach energy onto my Esper just in case I don't get Float Stone. But knowing myself, I will just up deck right now Float Stone, but never mind. I can actually just, yeah, there's a Float Stone. And the first thing is that I don't have Phantom in my hand, so I need to go with the N. And actually that Garbodor will stay in the play with a Float Stone if my opponent managed to find him next turn. So there's a Ultra Ball for Wally and Professor Sycamore, and right now I'm going to take one of my Phantoms. Trainer's Mail, I might be able even to find right there Bursting Balloon. Yep, there's a Bursting Balloon, so not bad. I guess I couldn't get better than this. I will just retreat and evolve into my Trevenant. And for the next turn, I have how many? 3 Trevenant breaks, okay, left in deck. And actually, for next turn, if he decides to attack me, he will take 6 damage counters back. So I guess that's not smart option for that Jolteon. And hopefully Garbodor is not going to appear. So there's a double Colress. I have V-Seeker ready. Oh, there's a Flash Ray. So he decided to go with the Flash Ray. That's very crucial right there. And very important. Another V-Seeker, so I guess I will just go with my Professor Sycamore right there without thinking too much. I mean, I was able to go with the Ultra Ball for Shaman, but I just didn't want to do that. So there's a Trevenant break actually, Battle Compressor. Let's just remove some junk from the deck. I actually don't want to discard Lysander. I can go with my Wally because I don't need it anymore. And maybe one more Professor Sycamore, but I actually don't want to discard Sycamores. I need to have something to draw, so I will keep one of my Sycamores. The good thing is that I was able to find my 0-6, so for the next turn I can just remove that tool for the Trubbish, but probably I will not going to do that. I will just go straight away with the Wally, I guess, for another Trevenant, or maybe even for the Meowstic, so I can actually Um, Maybe even knock out that Travish on the bench. I think that that might be even the best option. But if I want to do that, first I need to find a floatstone. So there's a double Colress energy, so he might just decide, okay, Flash Ray again. I was thinking maybe he will decide to go with, there's an AZ. I guess I can AZ my Trevenant right there and just promote another Trevenant, but then again I will take 7 damage counters back. And I'm not sure how smart that would be. I will remove Shame for now, and I will go with my 1 energy attachment to my Phantom. What I'm looking right there to find is maybe a chance to hit another Bursting Balloon. Trainer's Mail, okay, so there's a Bursting Balloon, so this is a little bit better. And right now I can go actually with a Silent Fear, 30 to everyone. And if Jolteon actually attacks me on the next turn, it will take 6 damage counters back, so he will be knocked out. And I guess that was actually a better option than just AZ my Trevenant. I guess, I will just lose 1 prize, and if he decides to attack me with his Jolteon, he's going to lose 2 prizes. On the other side, I also have my Meowstic for the next turn with the Wally ready, so I can even just do a lot of problems to my opponent, actually, by knocking out even his Jolteon if he just decide to pass the turn or just try to attack. But I also need to get rid of that Garbodor from play. That's not going to be a huge problem because I have my Xerosic in hand, so at least that's a good thing. And there's 2 energies for that Grenade Hammer. There's a Flash Ray, so he just decided to knock me out. I will take 2 prizes, that's for sure. Alright, what I'm going to do right there is I didn't discard my Lysander, but if you decide to go with the Seismitoad into the active, I might just go with not sure. First of all, let's just go with Secret Ash. Second, I will go with the Ultra Ball for Wally and that Trevenant Break. I'm not sure if I have another Shaman. Yes, I do have another Shaman in deck. So another Psy Energy. Xerosic is real. Shaman X for 5 cards. And I hope I'll be able to find right there Trevenant Break, because without Trevenant Break, that's not going to be good. No sign of the Trevenant Break. But at least Grenade Hammer is a real deal right there, and I just don't want to take a risk too much. I will just use my Ear Influence right there and remove all 6 damage counters from that Garbodor to the active Seismitoad. So I can actually set up the knockout with my Trevenant for the next turn. At least I gave my opponent a chance to use the items for this turn. I guess that's not going to be a big deal, as long as I can knock out his Seismitoad on the next turn. But then again, if I lost my Trevenant due to Lysander, if he find the Lysander for that Trevenant on my bench, that's definitely not going to be good. So I was not able to hit that Trevenant Break with the 5 cards from the Shaman. If there was a Trevenant Break, that would definitely be the perfect one. I would just go for the 3 Slam 60, and next turn I would just be able to knock out that Seismitoad, and the game would be over. But even in this way, if you just decide to Quaking Punch me, it's okay. I mean, I can retreat for 1 energy, but I still have that Mr. Energy, which will provide me a free retreat with that Meowstic. And I actually have a VS Seeker ready in my hand. I can actually use. Oh, there's a Lysander, so that Grenade Hammer is going to be real. But Then again, with that Grenade Hammer, if it happens, I can actually knock out his Seismitoad because I can just move those 6 damage counters from those Garbodors and Trubbish onto his Seismitoad, and I can actually grab 2 prizes. So, alright, so there's another Phantom, and first of all, let's just use that Ear Influence. Oh, I totally forget. I thought like, well, that's just ability. Let's first remove damage counters. So I totally forget to play my V-Seeker for the Wally so I can have my Trevenant. But never mind. That knockout is going to happen. That's just when you misclick. That kind of thing can happen. And I also was looking to end my opponent down to 4 cards. But I didn't do that. At least I managed to knock out that Seismitoad, grab 2 prizes. And for the next turn I will have my Trevenant break in play. With the Trevenant and V-Seeker for the Wally, I will actually retreat my Meowstic and do the Tree Slam, which would actually, on the next turn, probably give me a victory, who knows. So that Meowstic do a great job right there. There's Ultra Ball for my opponent. Let's see what he is going to do. There's a Glaceon. Alright. I like Glaceon. Glaceon is a very powerful card. That Crystal Ray can actually do a lot of problems. Unfortunately, Crystal Ray is not going to happen this turn because he just misses that chance to find a max elixirs. Alright, so there's a Trevenant, V-Seeker for the Wally, Wally for the Trevenant break. I still have my Lysander in deck, which is good. So this is going to be a retreat and Silent Fear. So 30 to everyone in play, 90 damage in play, so I just need one more time to attack with my Silent Fear, and after that I can just move the damage with my Ear Influence, move as many damage counters. So I guess during our opponent to prevent all damage down to this Pokemon by attack. So actually I can do that because never on the card actually by itself says that it can prevent the ability or effect of the attack. So let's see what I'm going to do right there. What's this? Mystery Energy. Alright. I guess I will just go with my Float Stone. Not sure how many Bursting Balloons I played. A lot of them. Never mind. Professor Sycamore. I need to find a way out to grab that Lysander. So I guess I will just go with my Silent Fear. Still I can put 3 damage counters, so not a big deal. And what I'm going to do, I just need to put 2 more times for 3 more damage counters to Glaceon and Garbodor, and actually turn after that I can just go with my Meowstic and move damage counters from that Garbodor to the Glaceon and actually finish the game. So there's a second bite. He actually decided to go with the second bite right there. Not a big deal. Let's go with the Esper and the active. Trevenant. And Mystery Energy. So let's see. For how much he can hit, this attack does 10 more damage for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. Alright. So I guess Item Lock is real right there. Let's just pass. I have 2 more cards left, so I need to be very cautious right there. Looks like I probably will win this with my last card in hand. I guess I need to find a VC Lysander actually. And I hope that Lysander is going to be next card, but I also need to keep my... Oh, there's a Delinquent, so for the Phantom, Professor Sycamore, and I guess for Dimension Wally. Okay, I just want to keep my energy in hand. Now there's one more energy attached. And a Crystal Ray for 70. Alright. So, a Silent Fear. 30 more to everyone. And if my opponent have any in his hand, he actually wins this because I will not be able to draw card for my turn, and hopefully he don't have any in his hand. Because if he have, I actually lost the game. But if he don't have, I can just came in the active with my Meowstic, and I can just move all damage from his Garbodor, and there's again second bite, so it's a GG. That Garbodor have 9 damage counters, so that Meowstic will actually allows me to remove all damage from his Garbodor onto the activation, and I will actually be able to knock him out and grab last 2 prizes. So that's just going to happen. And at least that Meowstic actually helped me a lot in this matchup. Probably pure Garbodor will pure Trevenant break with bursting balloons and other cards would actually also beat my opponent deck. Maybe not, who knows. But that Meowstic actually helped a lot in this matchup. Alright, so 3 more damage counters needs to be placed on that Glacian, and the game is pretty much over. So I hope you guys enjoy watching it. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more future videos if you like it. Once again, there's a full deck list, so feel free to try to play with it, share with your friends, and yeah, pretty much do whatever you want with it. So once again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos. Also, don't forget to check that Alakazam giveaway video. So till the next time, have a nice day. See you in the next video, and goodbye.